Dwarfs Mine Train. We have three Imagineers who are going to tell you about the mine train and also Princess Fairytale Hall. This is Dave Minichiello. He's our creative director working on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. This is Pam Rawlins. She is our assistant producer for Princess Fairytale Hall. And then I have Chad Stachnick, who is our project manager. So they'll tell you a little bit. We have a few renderings. We'll hold those up, then we'll pass those around for you to take a look at, and then you can ask questions of each of them as we go. Okay? Pam?
Can I hold you? Thank you. Hi, my name is Pam Rawlins. I'm assistant producer for Walt Disney Imagineering and working on Princess Fairytale Hall. Princess Fairytale Hall is our immersive character greeting where you'll be able to see your favorite Disney princesses. You'll enter through a tournament-type structure into the castle-like features. Right beyond these walls on the left when you walk out, you'll see the construction fence. You'll enter in through, you'll go past these stained glass windows, and each of the windows represents a scene from our Disney classic movies, like Jock Jock and Gus will be in one of the images. Then you'll go through our switchboards, go through our Royal Gallery. This is a very airy, very open, high-ceiling gallery with our framed princess portraits in it, large chandeliers, all very elegant. And you then will be received by your princess. You are a royal subject meeting your princess in one of the two rooms that we have available. You'll go, there's a very elegant finishes like the dark wood panelings, the wallpaper, very regal type settings with a little Gothic motif on some of it, so you will really feel like you're in the castle, majestic world of a princess. That's it. It's 2013.
Okay, any questions for Pam about Princess Fairytale Hall?
Yes. Later this year, 2013.
What you said, summer or fall?
Just later this year.
We don't know yet.
Yeah. We'll have Cinderella and Rapunzel, and then you'll have a friend. So you'll choose between Cindy and a friend and Rapunzel and a friend.
The drawing released online shows kind of a crown above the outside. This one I don't see it.
There is a tiara. I mean, we have evolved from our designs. In fact, that we're earlier rendering the main entrance has changed somewhat, but there is a tiara up front. The crowns could represent the princess friend that day, so you'll see a lot of that as well.
Will they know in advance who's going to be inside?
They'll know Cinderella and they'll know Rapunzel, but the friend is what you'll know that day.
Question over here.
Any planned places to meet the characters at the Magic Kingdom? Will you be reducing the number of sort of impromptu walk-around characters?
I don't know. No. Well, right now these princesses are on Main Street. We're bringing them together into Fantasyland. I believe, and they're still working on with what they do with the other characters. But the princesses will all be together in this. But they'll also be a part of the parade too. They won't be changing.
Anything else? Okay, let's talk about Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Dave, you want to start?
All right. Yep. Thank you. Again, my name is Dave Minichiello. I'm the creative director on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and Chad is the project manager of the mine train. Welcome, everybody. We're really excited about this attraction. As you know, with the Magic Kingdom, the new Fantasyland, of course, is the largest expansion in the 41-year history, and the mine train and Princess Fairytale Hall are the kind of the final portion of that initial concept, initial idea. And this is going to be an amazing attraction in the center of the land, the new Fantasyland, kinetically from all the way around this thing. There should be some amazing views. You can see in the rendering, the vehicles are based on, having a classic like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs that people know and love. We start with that classic film, and then this is more a story about the dwarfs and the dwarfs mine. And the ride vehicle is a whole new type of vehicle that we've never done before. It is on the trains, they're pivoting vehicles, so the cars pivot back and forth as you round corners, and it should be really fun. It is a family attraction for all ages. We are, I'll pass that around. As I mentioned, you go, so as you enter this area, this is a part of the Fantasy Forest. And as you enter through the gateway, this area will be really wooded and very shady. It's been nice today to have that shade. Yeah. But as you notice, if you in front of the Enchanted Tales with Belle, it'll be similar where you have a dirt walking path. You'll have trees everywhere. It'll be just a beautiful environment. Off in the back side here, about where the crane is over there, that's where Snow White's cottage will be located. And we're building a full-size cottage, Seven Dwarfs cottage, I'm sorry. In that area, so that'll be a beautiful element as you approach the attraction. You'll enter somewhere just over on the other side over here. You'll meander through the path in the trees, and then as you progress over in this area, we have a covered queue area that then leads you into the mine, and then you board your vehicle and head out on your adventure. We will have interactives in the queue that should be really fun. Again, we're trying to embed our, put our guests more and more immersed, more and more into our storytelling, and we are doing that in many ways. We have a lot of new technology and new animation in this, but as new things come out and new technologies are developed, we try to develop or integrate those into our stories. But really, as always, these classic stories are what really our attractions are all about, the storytelling, and the technologies are just to try to give more and more of a wow factor or enhance the stories more and more as you experience the attraction. So we're looking at opening in 2014. We haven't set a particular date yet because we're still looking at when, according to all our construction strategy and all that, but we are opening in 2014. Chad, would you like to add anything to that?
No, pretty much as you can see, yeah, it's the integration of this new mountain in Fantasyland to add to the other mountains in the Magic Kingdom, and the integration of the rock work in the ride, and as Dave said, all this area development is going to make for a topper to the Magic Kingdom, the Fantasyland expansion.
And you can see the perimeter fence as you walk around. We are right in the center of the land, so some of the views from all the different points are going to be really exciting. Behind us over here is our polished lift is inside that building, which drops down and goes towards the Be Our Guest restaurant area. There's a beautiful waterfall on the other side. There's a trestle bridge that you go across. But really should just be a beautiful experience, beautiful ride, and I think our guests will really be thrilled. Questions?
Yeah, how high is this going to be related to the rest of this area and also to the other mountains?
The height is, we don't know, I don't know what the exact height is.
We don't have the height yet.
Is it going to be comparable to Everest, for instance?
I don't believe so.
I don't think it'll get it.
Yeah, that's some of the detail that'll be coming out later as we get further along in construction. Watch the WDW news site for that kind of detail, okay? Question back here?
The entrance is actually just down the way, a little ways down that side, just beyond where that wood structure is.
Over here?
Will there be a height requirement?
There will. It'll be generous. We just haven't determined what that is yet. Once we get into our final ride installation.
We're trying to make it for the majority of the family. It might be for really little guys. It might be limited, but we haven't set that yet until we know more about the ride, the system itself.
Would be animatronics inside the ride? Will they be more advanced than things we've already seen, or?
We're always looking at new ways to enhance our stories and add new effects and new animatronics, and we are developing some really new, exciting things that we have not done before for the show.
You said you don't have a height requirement yet, but it's family friendly. Are you talking like preschool age can enjoy it, or do you know yet?
Preschool may be a little bit small, but we haven't determined the height exactly with the height restriction.
But it is geared towards younger kids. It's not
sure.
Yeah, majority
it's
of family.
It's a family.
The ride system with the swinging, is that new? That's something
Yeah,
WDI developed?
it's a brand new system that we developed and patented just for this show, and this will be the first place in the world that we have it.
And what does it let you do as opposed to some of the other coasters that we have?
Well, if you have multi vehicles, and as you corner, it pivots independently. So it should be really fun as you look at some of the turns here, but as you bank around turns and things, it will pivot with the turn. So as cars enter a turn or leave a turn and exit a turn. Like your vehicles will be really kind of doing this as you go around.
Traditionally, the ride vehicle follows the track, and it'll act like a bucket on a minecart trail.
Would you describe this as a roller coaster with dark ride elements or a dark ride with roller coaster elements?
That's a good question. I think it's I think our show it's a mix of traditional show lighting and UV lighting, and so depending on the scene you go into, but I guess it would be more a coaster with show dark ride. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's about an equal mix of what you experience in the show environment as opposed to exterior.
Going through the sort of the mine and any other scenes that maybe
you go through a couple little vignettes. The mine scene definitely, and then there are a couple other scenes that we want to leave as surprises as you get to go through.
Will we slow down during those moments?
Yes. Yeah, it's a variable, definitely a variable speed.
And it goes both inside and outside.
Forward and backward, or can't say yet?
How about can't say yet?
Say that as a surprise.
Good question, though.
It's a maybe.
Any part where you get wet, like going by the waterfall or anything?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Lots of surprises.
Yeah.
Rain's in Florida.
We can tell you there's not a Yeti.
Not a Yeti, yes, definitely. But other surprises. No, we're excited about it. As the track starts coming in and out, and you see some of the banks and the look of it, and just some of the show elements, we're starting to really get into the mine scene now, and it's going to be exciting. We're really thrilled, and like I said, I think as a center point of this whole area, it's going to be really
The way it's positioned and guests can circle the entire attraction is going to be unique.
Is that unique for a Disney coaster? Or
If you think about it, other than Matterhorn maybe.
We never owned Matterhorn.
Even Big Thunder in Paris and the island, I guess you can see that from certain areas.
You had a question?
Yeah, will the characters just be the Seven Dwarfs, or will they be...
There'll be a mix of characters from the film.
Okay,
Is this closed? I can't remember. Is this closed out to Fantasyland, or is there anything else? This is the last phase.
This is the last phase of the initial. Okay. So we're excited about it, and it's going to be a nice to add to the park and this whole area of the park as well.
Those who are lamenting the loss of the previous Snow White ride, should they be looking forward to better things here?
I think they'll enjoy this as well. We're always looking at new ways to tell the stories, and I think that this will give a whole new perspective. And I think that fans of that show will discover things about this show that are related and similar. Yeah, I think they'll enjoy it.
Anything else?
Do we know what the ride time is yet?
No, we don't have it exactly yet.
How close are you to getting a vehicle on the track?
We got a lot of dirt to move.
We're pretty good ways.
Months.
It'll be a while.
Yeah, it's funny because we're a team here. Chad and I both came off the Little Mermaid attraction. That was our first, our main thing prior to this on Fantasyland. And Pam has been working on a number of shows, Storybook Circus, and a number of other shows. We Are Guests as well. And we all worked on the new Kingdom Crossing area as well. So yeah, the Fantasyland team
hasn't gone far.
A lot of different areas of the park.
Like building another land almost.
I'm so thrilled to, in my career, this is the first coaster type attraction I've done, so I'm really excited about it. And it's great that this one is for the whole family.
Yes, ma'am.
One thing that's kind of silly that my daughter really enjoys is the peek through the mine.
Yeah.
What we got, I know it brings, since it's in the middle of the land, it brings us into the land, and it's obviously a good talking point for about engineering and all that stuff. Is that really what you're going for, or
for the peek? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear all this. The peekaboo,
the
why we get them?
Yeah.
We have, our fans love what we do, and they're excited about our shows that we do, and we thought this would allow another level of being able to kind of, when you visit the park, look and see where the show is at, and so we have two of them around the walls, and we thought it would be really fun to have the dwarf elements as photo ops around the wall as well. So But mainly just so I guess can get excited and kind of see what we're doing. So I think it's working. It's funny when we're inside we can always see people. Those are pretty regularly used. So
and if you're not there, they'll line up behind you. If they don't see it and one person comes, everybody lines up.
No, that's great. We love doing it. So. Any other questions?
Okay, well thank you very much.
Thank you.
Come back and see us.
Grab the